Good morning. Well, it's morning for me because I've just woken up and I thought, right, I'm just going to do this video right now because otherwise I'm not going to get any chance to do it without being disturbed. So this is my little update on the Stitchmaynia Olympic stitch along that I did. Now, I have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed this. It got to the stage every day I was coming home and I was like, right, what am I stitching on today? And then I was like, at night I went, right, okay, what am I stitching on tomorrow? Let's get everything ready. And it was so good. And then when I stopped doing it, I'm like, okay, what am I doing today? I don't know. I have to think for myself and pick something. So I thoroughly actually enjoyed doing it. It was an opportunity to work on some whips that, quite frankly, have been ignored for a while. And also some new starts that have been I've had for years. I've had them sitting there for years, and so I was like, oh, I'll do them one day. I'll do them next time. So I started stuff. I don't know when any of this stuff will get finished, but I did start it, and I thought, great. It was good. It was really good. So I'm just going to go through where I'm at. I'm just going to have a pile of projects next to me, and I'll just go through them randomly, see where we're at, because I can't remember what order I did it with. So, to start with, we have, oh, this was Dasher. Is this Dasher? Bear with me. Yeah, Dasher. My lovely Dasher. So I didn't Dasher. It was the equestrian day, so we were doing animals. There wasn't a lot of progress on that day, purely because Mr. Frog decided, I don't know where my brain was that day. I was all over the shop, I was stopping and starting, and yeah, it wasn't good. So anyway, but he's got a few stitches. Now, just for information, this is stitched on Sparkly's charcoal slate opalescent. So it's got a little sparkle to it, which I don't know if we'll pick up, but it's the one with the little sparkle to it. I love it. So that was that. Now, then there was one of the days it was water. There was water and there was yellow and there was black. So I think this one came under all of them. This is Derwent Water, which was out of Crossstitcher years ago. Again, not huge amounts of progress because I was only really working, some of these I only worked on one day or kind of 1 hour at night. So there wasn't, but it was nice just to get them back out again. So I managed to do a little bit. I was working on the boat. Yeah, I think this was the day it was black. And then when I actually got it out, it's not actually black. It's very, 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 very dark grey. I decided that was close enough. So that's that one. So next up we have Mini Sea of Roses. Right, Heaven and Earth, Mini Sea of Roses. So we got, I think this must have been for one of the days when it was red. So I've done a little bit more. She's getting there. And then yep, this was another new start. There was quite a lot. It turned out it was quite a lot. This is one. It was thistle. I don't actually know where I got it from. It was a freebie off of a site, a blog once upon a time, and it was off this. It was a Thistle's blog. So it's going to be a first score now. So I'm stitching it on. Just as a patriotic day for Scotland. Obviously we were competing as Team GB, but it's still Scottish, it's part of Team GB. Go Andy Murray. Shinji and the whole did. The British Olympics were absolutely brilliant. It was just great. We just did so much better than I thought we were going to do. So that was all like, now am I going up or down? I think we're this way, technically. Doesn't really matter. Managed to do a little bit. Again, it must have been one of the days where I only had a couple hours at night. But it's nice. It's made a start because I'm using gentle, I got to use Gentle Art threads. These ones here. In the section, sorry, they're a bit messy up there. But there's some purples and greens there. I don't use hand like specialty hand-dyed variegated that often. I'm quite happy. I don't use silks. I just use straightforward DMC. Most of the stuff I'm doing is Heaven and Earth. Most of the stuff I'm doing is DMC, and actually I like it. I like it. But this is a good opportunity. But the ones I do like, not DMC, the variegated, excuse me, is Gentle Art. I've got a few of them, and it's nice to get them out every so often. That's not anything, so I've just grabbed a big pile, my rather large pile. Now, my chatelaine, again, I think it must have been specialty stitches, and so rather than unfolded all, so there wasn't much progress again. My little square, I think I got, there's some little stitches in there. Are they rice stitch or Jessica stitches? I don't know. I'm not very good at specialty stitches. I kind of use it as a guide, but they won't always look, I like to think it makes it look unique rather than an actual replication of what it's supposed to be. It's a unique version. So again, that was my little bit of that. I do like my chatelaine. I miss it. It's just so huge. It's like a blanket when I sit it out myself. So when I get it out, I like to work. You need a bit of time. I need a bit of time when I'm working on it. Oh, now this was good. I like this. I really like this. This was my Tile 2 from West End Embroidery. It's a different colourway though, which I'll show you in a minute. Now I picked this one up, I think I mentioned it last week. I picked this up when I was in the show at Harrogate years ago, and I've always thought, yeah, I'll start it. So this was a perfect excuse to start it because I think this was the day it had silver in it, so I did a little bit of silver. Oh, I really like this. I really like this. Look how pretty it is. So I started down here. So we used this Threadworks actually. I've not used these before. Threadworks variegated something or another. Oh, I've chucked a wee bit out. Some good like that. Anyway, Threadworks and a bit of Kreinik and a little bit of DMC. And it was so cool. Again, I totally messed up. I don't know where I totally miscounted, so I ended up having to go back. But it's so pretty. I really enjoyed working on this. So I will do more of that. It's too bad it doesn't fit. I'm not used to it. It doesn't fit in my folder. So it gets bigger. Anything in this one? Oh, I think my Mirabilia came out. Did my Mirabilia ever miss my Mirabilia? Maidens of the Sea, yeah, Maidens of the Season Winter. Again, so I managed to get a little bit of, I think it was green that day, so we worked on the green. That's right, yeah, I did, I worked on the green. Again, so pretty, so pretty. On again, sparkles fabric. This one is Maelstrom. I think it's just, again, it's a, I usually keep the little labels so I have a vague idea where it is I'm stitching. I'm not going to do it. No, I still have the other piece here. Okay, and I know. Quick rid in the colour. No, I can see it. I just can't get to it. Anyway, it's in there. Maelstrom sparklers. I do like sparklers. It's really quality. The colours are always, they're not too blotchy, they're not too strong. You can either have the darkest of reds. It's just got a really huge choice. I really can't pick it up enough. It all comes all serious, really good. I've joined. I had recently. I inadvertently happened to join the I saw somebody did fabric of the month. I was like, oh, fabric of the month. I'll do that because I really need more fabric. I actually don't have any fabric. I don't keep a stash of it. I tend to, when I get something, I go, right, I'll buy what I need for that project. But I just saw the fabric of the month, and I've got, the reason I did it is I bought a couple of Heaven and Air. The sale was on. So I bought a couple of new Heaven and Earth designs because I needed a couple more because I only have about, I don't know, 20 or something like that. I've only ever finished one. Oh no, I finished 2 now. Finished 2. Nearly finished the 3rd, so I'm doing quite well. So I bought another couple, and they're, I don't have them here because I haven't printed them off because I just buy them as PDFs and put them straight on there. But they're mini dandelion plate and mini red rose plate. So it looks like a plate, and then it's got the background. And I'm like, ooh, now that's just perfect for not doing the background, for having them on hand-dyed fabric. So I thought, well, I'll just buy the fabric of the month, and eventually maybe a couple of bits of fabric will just come through that will fit the spot. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. But I couldn't resist. I bought another one as well. I bought a Story Keep one as well. It was 40% off. I keep buying it. I'm not too, after all. I'm going to work forever. Now my other one was, it doesn't matter, Cartographica. Sorry, no colour picture. But it's ginormous. Ridiculously ginormous. Never going to finish in a million years. But I'll enjoy working on it. I'm actually wondering when I'll actually ever get to work on the map. I worked on, oh my god, I tell you something, I worked on, let's see if I can just show you, this little bit here, this little bit just here, and oh my goodness, 2 nights. One night it took me basically, each night I sat, and it took me a night to do basically 100 stitches. It's just, it actually makes so, it's just confetti, it's just every single time different colour. But it looks really sweet. But it looks really nice, and so I've kind of got into the groove with it a bit. So I'll work at least this bit here. It kind of fills up a bit more. Is this compass? It's a kind of a compass. So what I was thinking of doing is actually, instead of just working down, is working on the whole compass at the one time, trying to kind of do the 4 pages at one time, so that I'm not getting this for the next 4 pages of every single square is a nightmare. But it's just so pretty. So I'm on page 2 of 69. And I've worked out, even I tried working out. It just was how many pages I need to do a year. It's just I'll pass it on to my grandchildren, great grandchildren possibly by the time I finish. The other things I did was, well, actually I did most of this. I did that last night in the wrong colour, but I only realised it was the wrong colour when I worked from there to there, and I went, oh, never mind, it's my colour, I'll pick it. So I did a little bit on September Brings, and then I did a gorgeous little biscorn. I started a little gorgeous biscorn. This was for the Flames Day, and this, the yellow here, is Post Stitches Flame thread. That was the only thing. I couldn't find anything with flames, anything like that. Couldn't do it. So that's Flame, and this is Thread Pickers Silk, which is really nice sunset. I can't say when I'm not, when I say I don't use, I actually use it quite a lot this time. It's not something I desperately use a lot of, but it seems to have, it's popped up every so often. So that's, I think that was all. And then this is my so like this is my mini time, one of the mini times, Amy Stewart mini times. It's so good. Stitching pale creams on white. Yep, it's fun. So this is actually my head. I must have done, I think I kind of cheated and used this for white because it was as good as white. So this is all for my challenge piece for the parking, for the head challenge. So that's the end of page 1. So I just have about 3 or 4 rows of page 2 to make up the numbers because it's the bigger pages or the smaller pages. There's less stitches on one of the pages, so I don't know if they're bigger or smaller. So my goals then for September, I've decided I should really set myself some goals for September. I've got this ever-growing pile of whips and maybe I should do something with them. So I'm going to finish this because this is to be finished for October. I didn't finish the last challenge. I got waylaid with other stuff. So I'm going to finish this hopefully in September. So I want it all done. Because I'm going on holiday in October. I'm going to Rome in October. Dreadfully excited about that. If there's any Italian people out, any Italians or anybody that knows of any cross-stitch shops in Rome, I don't know if there is such a thing. Can you let me know? Because that would be great. I'm sure my husband and kids would really appreciate a trip to there. Who needs the Colosseum when you've got cross-stitch? So that's my challenge, is to finish this, which is very doable because it's actually stitching up quite quickly. And then my other little one is to finish September. Not showing it. Oh, September. Because that is the last one out of the Bent Creek Snappers, which I started about probably about 10 years ago. I actually was trying to work out, I think it's probably about 10 years ago, because I have them in my office. I set each month I set them up in my office. I remember having January and February in like 3 offices ago. I remember, you know, putting them up, and I was thinking that must be about 10 years ago, because I've moved offices since then. But eventually, yeah, that's the last one out of the 12. So then I've got another set of months that I got off. I see I print stuff off from years ago, and it's sort of freebies that I printed off from years ago of the French ones, Janvier, February. So I'll start them. Add to my ever-growing pile. So that's basically my 2 goals for September, are finish that one, which I might actually probably finish this weekend, fingers crossed, and finish my challenge piece. And then I think I will head back to my mini save roses because it's getting so near a finish. So it'd be nice to get it done for the end of the year. So I'm not going to start anything else. I've joined up now for another couple of the challenges on Stitchmania. I think it's the President's one for the elections, which, even though I'm not American, they're still very interesting. There's quite a couple of characters there. And so I'm going to do that one, and then there's one at Christmas as well. So hopefully that will get some, I'll incorporate some of my whips to try and get some work done on them, because I really enjoyed doing that. It was a great focus of, right, on this today, I'm going to work on this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and now I'm like totally, I don't know what to do. Oh, I've got to decide myself. So that's me. So now I'm going to go, because it's Sunday morning. And I don't really have it. The sunlight's just shining. It's quite strange. But, I think I'm going to go and cut my grass today, because this will probably be the last weekend, next weekend. My daughter's skating in a skating competition, which I'm part of the organising committee. It's called Skate Air Show. So that's 3 12-hour days. Joy, joy, happy, happy, in an ice rink. And the air show's on. I love the air show. But never mind. I'll go and spend 3 days in an ice rink. Brilliant stuff. So, it's going to affect my stitching a bit this week, so I'm going to try and cram everything in this week, before next weekend. So, I shall be back. Where are we at? We're at the end of August, yeah. Maybe I'll try and do a month and get back at the end of September and see where I am with things. Okay, bye for now. Thanks for watching.